Hi everybody, this is Craft Addict K. K for Karla, and I'm Karla.
I'm Sam.
And we're back for our third episode. We want to say, first of all, thank you for everybody that has come back and has subscribed to our channel. Our first video was pretty rough. Everything that we showed was backwards. So if you stuck it out and are still coming to visit with us, we are ever so thankful. If you are somebody new to our channel, thank you for giving us a chance, and we hope that you like your visit with us and your time and spending your time with us. And we have a couple of things we want to talk about today, and we will be talking about a giveaway at the end of our video this time.
Thank you.
I'm Karla.
I'm Sam.
And we are going to continue on with our show. We have started something new this time because we've decided that Karla talks a lot more than Samantha does. I know, right? Imagine that, 16, shy. We're going to bring her out of her shell. So we have come up with our new segment called
Sam's segment. Yeah.
So Samantha, tell us about what we're doing today. Or
Well,
what you've been doing.
My past week has been filled with a play. My friend was playing a character in Peter Pan. Me and my sister went there. She was pretty good. I loved it so much. It was so good. Good for her. Love her.
And that was at our local theater too. So, because it's summertime here, we didn't say it's July 17th today.
Yeah.
2019. I guess if you want to keep this for posterity or sometime when I'm gone and you look back, you'll remember.
She was so young.
She was so young. Oh,
What happened to her? Then the whole family went kayaking. My sister came up from West Virginia.
mm-hmm.
We went kayaking.
We did that Saturday, right? Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday.
Saturday. So if we can figure out, because every time we do a new video, we're trying something new
To improve.
to improve our videos.
We can only improve.
Some of those gals and guys that are out there with a lot of subscribers, and when I went back and looked at their first videos, I feel okay. I think we're doing okay. We have no place to go but up, right? So we are going to try to our hat at inserting videos here. Okay.
After we went kayaking, I think Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
before my sister left, we did some Bob Ross paintings.
Who's Bob Ross?
Bob Ross is a famous painter. He passed away at some point, not sure when. He has a show on Netflix where it's just him painting in like 30 minutes of beautiful scenery. We're not going to talk about mine, but I mean, you get to see it. It's a big one. There we go. There's a lot of trees and bushes and sheds and stuff. By the time we finished it, the video ended, and there's like the big trees on the side, and he had like trees that didn't have that many leaves, and I made my pine trees because I didn't want to mess with it, so. That's my segment.
That's your segment. All right. What's next up?
Whips.
Whips. Already jumping into the whips.
I guess so, yeah.
All right. So I'll show you my whips first.
Yeah.
Good with that?
I'm
Okay.
good with that.
So my first whip, actually, my life update. Why don't I have a life update?
Because you talk a lot.
I do talk a lot. So I'm going to incorporate my life update while I'm showing you my whips because they tend to tie together. So last night I have decided I was going to have a travel project because I seem to be getting these road trips lately with my husband, and he decided he was trading his truck in on another vehicle. So while we're sitting at the dealership in Pittsburgh again, I had my travel project I stitched on the way there, stitched on while I sat there and waited for all of the paperwork and all the processes and all the things to happen. And I almost was ready for a Q-snap move, but I didn't quite get there.
You made a lot of progress.
But I made a lot of progress. So the pattern I'm talking about is Needle Bling Designs Candy Corn Broom. And this is what it should look like. And I did get, where's your,
Here's the board.
here's the board. Oh, might not need the board, I'm not sure. But I did get this far. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So I still have the broom and to finish my wording, and it's just a 6-inch Q-snap, so I'm gonna have to move that. And it's on this great fabric from my friend who has the candy corns, and it's a candy corn galore.
Thank you, Memory and Amy.
Yes, thank you, Memory and Amy. It is turning out fantastic. And I also have, I know it's an 8x8, but it's a Potions grime guard from GaRon's grime guard, Tottenbags. They do grime guards. This was an 8-inch.
There's a thread hanging on.
Yeah, I have threads that like to hang on to me when I'm stitching in the vehicle. So, so as you can see, it really does cover up nicely on the 6x6. It does cover up and it moves so you can do your stitching, but it does help keep everything clean. So that was that project. The other thing I worked on was my School Magical Stitches homework, and one of them was 200 stitches in a pink color. And I have been diligently, I started 4 months later than everybody else on Seize the Day Mystery Sal, so I don't have the pattern, but I have made quite a bit of progress over the past week.
It's been around, people have been sewing on it.
If I can find a picture of where I was, I'm gonna, where I was before, we're gonna try to add the picture here. And if it doesn't work, well, you got to see where I'm at now. So here is Seize the Day.
Right.
There we go. And I have, you'll see the pink house I've started, the little pink house. There's pink beach bag. Everybody else has already moved down here to this month's, in this month's, but I'm still trying to finish this up, get the plain and Seize the Day on the top before I jump down to the bottom. So hopefully you can see that. And I got some more work to do on that. And I know everybody likes bags, and this is one of a bag that my mom made for me.
I love that owl fabric. Just saying.
Yeah, it's the clear vinyl, but she made that for me. I keep trying to get her to make bags, but she's like, nope, just for you. So that's okay. I will take advantage. Because I do like her bags too, so they are nice to keep everything nice and clean. I also, let's see, that was 2 whips. Sorry, I'm trying to keep them all together, and still, we just got an iPad that we thought would make this a little bit easier for us, but we're still trying to figure out the dimensions and where we should be at.
Now we can sew our online patterns.
Look at the colors for Seize the Day.
I just love those blues.
Aren't these beautiful colors? So this is all DMC. There's no specialty flosses in here at all. It's DMC. And the nice thing and I'll show you in haul I got were these great thread drops, but they're really sturdy. I got these at an LNS over the weekend, and I'll tell you about that when we get to haul, but I just think those are really pretty. Caterpillar Designs, I believe. Caterpillar Cross Stitch Designs is who is doing that. I know that you can find them online. We'll try and put their link in the description box below if you're interested. You can still get the pattern. It's just going to be your into month 6. I think it's a 9-month total. So, and they have another mystery sale going on right now too called Hello Pumpkin. They just released the 2nd month. And it's a 5-month mystery sale. So, speaking of sales, I worked on Halloween Quaker. I have a friend who is really interested in the Halloween Quaker. This is what it should look like when it's finished. And I did make quite a bit of progress on this. It is on my quantum frame.
It's a big one.
It's a big one. And what I worked on, and I'm going to see if I can get this closer. What I worked on since last time was I added this flower here, and I also added the bird and the trees here, and started my candelabra. This flower is pretty much the end. There's a little motif here, like a partial motif with some pumpkins. And then I'm about ready, I think, and there's a skeleton casket down here, but I think once I get that motif in, I'm going to go ahead and roll it down to get the bottom of this pattern done and be able to share this. So, but I wanted to show you, this is where I'm at.
I still really like that fabric though.
Yes, and this is on, oh my goodness, I forgot to write all this stuff down. It is on a 32 count Lugana called Haunted from Color and Cotton.
That's a good name.
That is the fabric that one is on. Okay. I'm trying to, I got one more. I'm trying to keep everything together and organized so I know what I have. The next one I worked on for homework last week was Kitten Bixby. It's Star House in the Pines. And this is what it's going to look like when it's finished. And where I went to...
You're getting so close.
I am getting close. And put this in here behind it. I started down here. So it's just got the Home Sweet Home banner here in the other half. And there's some sheep on here. So I'm getting closer. Not quite there, but I'm getting closer. And I believe this is on a vanilla latte linen. One second. Let me look here real quick and I'll let you know.
We weren't that prepared this go around.
Well, we were trying to be better prepared, but I think I get home from work and fix dinner, and then I try to make our videos where we try to do them when my husband's at work, because he works the night shift. So we try to do videos when he's at work, and he doesn't work until tomorrow night. And we also like us to be the halfway in the middle of the week to help kind of get you through to the weekend. Sunshine Stitchers on Saturday and Current Stituation on Friday and Pam and Steph's Just Keep Stitching on Sunday. So we're hoping that we'll be your Wednesday regulars to come visit. But this is a 32 count linen. And it is from Hand Dyed Fabrics Vanilla Latte. By Stephanie, Hand Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie, and we will put the link down below. It's a linen 32 count vanilla latte, and that is Star House in the Pines. So I'm looking forward. I'm close. I'm very close to getting it done. Oh, and another misshapen bag. My mom gifted me, so I will try and keep everything together. I do my best, because if I don't, I forget what, I'm still learning the different linens, and if I don't keep it all together, I don't remember what went with what. So, all right, I think that's all of my whips. That's what I worked on over the last week.
Okay. I didn't sew a lot last week, not gonna lie. I didn't get to my Rosewood Manor tapestry project, but I did work some more on my little sewing machine, if that'll focus. Maybe. Hopefully it focused. Anyway, I forget where I was on this. I think I was right around here, filling in the whites, and I just started outlining around the sewing machine, because most of this is just white. I'll just fill it in, because there's a flower in there. And that's all I worked on last week, unless we're starting to move on to what we're going to be sewing on.
Sure you can.
Sure I can? Okay. And that sewing machine was for one of the Hogwarts whip project list things. I don't know. Anyway, now what we're going to be sewing on next week, in between this video and the next video, I guess.
This week's homework you're talking about.
This week's homework, yes. The first one was about, you have to sew 200 stitches on tea or teacups. And I have this pattern. I'm kind of adapted it. I'm only going to be sewing this little teacup down here.
And that pattern's the Vintage Christmas Sampler, and it's by Lori Holt and B in My Bonnet Company. CO. Co.
And what I have right here, there's 3 teacups. It's kind of a mess. 3 teacups, all with like extra threads from kits and stuff. And then on this side, it's going to be like tea, and then on this side, I'm going to write time, so it's going to be tea time. I'm hoping to get that near done. It's kind of rolling up.
She's been stitching this in hand, so it's a little bit, we should clip this on to a smaller piece than our foam board. So there you can see it's close up better.
It's my first project using linens, and started sewing it in hand. It was pretty fun. So that's what I was planning on sewing on. Then our project, you have to sew on cats or something.
Kittens. 200 stitches on a kitten.
I haven't started this project, and I have, I think it's like, I'm not sure what the color is. It's 14 count Ada that came with it. It was a kit. I forget where I got it from. Haven't started it.
I do think this was a Hobby Lobby kit. It says Stitch Studio by Nicole on it, and it's called All Strung Out.
Yeah.
It's a 5x7 counted cross stitch pattern. Yep, 14 Ada cloth. So, you know, it's definitely, it's cute.
It fits the prompt. So that's
it fits
what
the
matters.
prompt. And it's a new start for Samantha.
And it's a new start, yeah. It's been on my shelf for a while. Then there's another one, the color pink.
Mm-hmm.
Underneath my sewing machine, I haven't gotten to because I've only been sewing the sewing machine part. I'm going to be sewing pink. So that's like all I have of pink. And then also there's one that's like stitch a design that has a letter and the word rules. The pattern's called sewing machine, so it works.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one was stitch 200 stitches on a designer that starts with a letter and the word strict. I got Rosewood Manor.
That doesn't follow with strict. And you're designed by Karen Kuba, and there's not a K in strict.
What do you mean? Skip that part. We'll cut that part out.
No, I think we'll just, you know what? Here's the thing. School Magical Stitches is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to give you incentive, give you some focus. In all the different projects and styles, I like the challenges. So if I have something I really want to stitch, I'm going to stitch it. And if it counts for points for my house, that's great. If it doesn't count for points for my house, well, I really wanted to stitch it, and that's okay. Because sometimes there's projects that just sing a lot louder than others, and that's okay. But it's fun. So
I'll probably be too busy with the other projects anyway, so I won't get
she'll
to
probably
it.
save that one for last. So, and now they do you don't have to do all of the different projects, but they encourage, you know, the more you can do, the more points you earn. So if you're going to be stitching anyway, why not earn some points for your house and try to get as many as you can from one project, which is what I was doing last week. I got a lot of them out of my Seize the Day project. So, all right.
And we forgot to mention, we're wearing our free Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, we had a pirate game recently, so these
Pittsburgh
were
t-shirts.
Hawaiian pirate shirts. So we got these. Sport it now.
Oh, I'm sporting it. There it is.
There it is,
Palm tree on the back.
Hawaiian shirt day. We forgot we were going to wear them in our last episode, and we completely forgot. You know, it's okay. Just sometimes we forget. I do want to do some old business, and I apologize. I try and do this at the beginning. We are really trying to get a format that we follow the kind of the same rhythm, but you know, we also want to do what works well for us. Yeah. So if it flows for us, we hope it flows for you. But I did talk at our last episode about doing the thread conditioner and putting it into your contact case. And I said, I know I saw it somewhere on Facebook, and I couldn't remember who originally told us the idea. And you know how you're watching Flosstube, and then all of a sudden the light bulb goes on? I was watching Flosstube, and I said, oh my goodness, that's who it was that was talking about the thread conditioner. And if you missed that in my last episode, it was a matter of putting half in the dark side, half in the light side.
I feel like your thread magic.
So you run your white thread through the light, and your dark thread is the darker side. These were both the same color when I started. So that actually, where I actually got that idea was watching Liz on the show Country Stitchers. So if you haven't checked out Country Stitchers, I'm going to link them in our direction in the description box below. But they do have a segment that they call Gadgets Corner, I believe, and she's always bringing up something new and different. And it was really interesting, and so, you know, as I was watching it, it just was like, oh, I remember her telling me, and I want to give the credit to the credit where it's due, and that's where I first heard about doing this, and that's what gave me the idea to do that. You know, the problem when you watch so many Flosstubes is I've picked up ideas from so many of us and so many of you out there.
Together.
Exactly, and I wanted to share it all, and I was trying to like put everything into a video, and I've learned that, you know, sometimes we just got to limit and do a little bit. So I don't want our videos to be so long that nobody has time to watch them, and I want them to be short enough that everybody still comes back and watches. So, and if I can, again, if I know who gave me the idea or where I saw it, I want to give the credit to that person. So that would be Liz at Country Stitchers. So check them out if you haven't. So that's old business. What do we got next? Haul?
Do we do haul?
We did not do haul.
Okay, we're doing haul.
Okay. So haul, I want to tell you, some of this I just got today. So
it's weird how come that happens.
It is weird how that happens.
It's like the last bit of motivation that we get.
Sometimes you order things and then you're like, oh, is it going to make it in time before I do a video? And sometimes people gift you things, but this is haul that I've gotten in the last week, and I might need an intervention, I'm just saying, or an enabler. But remember, I want to enable you. You guys have already enabled me so much, so I want to enable you guys. So, I got from, or I received, I should say, from Barefoot Needle Art, their newest release. This is Athenian. Is
that the merman?
This is the merman.
Yeah, I was gonna be all over the place.
I am going to do, now I did get, she does offer this with a scissor fob and a needle minder as a set if you want, or you can get each thing individually. And that's from Memory and from Amy at Barefoot Needle Art. I may do some color conversions on the hair. I haven't decided yet, but I also signed up for a new female mermaid, and when I get that, I will share it with you. That I'm going to be doing on a Bridget from Leslie's Under the Sea Fabric. So I'm trying, my name's on the list, so I'm hoping to get that soon.
I want to see this.
Now you can look at that later.
Aww.
So that came with, when I said about the needle minder, it came with the little tail.
Mermaid tail?
The merman tail, if you can see. It's a needle minder, really strong magnets. I've been over here playing with them. Look it. And it's like, it's got a flippy tail. It's nice.
A bendable tail?
It's a bendable tail. Thank you.
Words
Flippy.
are
Words are
all
sometimes hard. Okay, and this is a scissor fob that I got with it.
Need a board?
Maybe. Yeah, that's good.
Kind of dark.
This is a scissor fob I got with it. It's got the little tail at the bottom. I chose red because, you know, the merman's tail and everything is red, so I thought it would work really well. And you can see there's a little, trying to make it work for me. It's got a little gem. See the shiny at the bottom?
Okay,
I hope that's focused. So, and it's got a little heart that says "Made with Love" up here at the top. And the other, these are just, I think these are some of my favorites. This is so beautiful, and I gotta tell you, Amy, you're very talented. I don't know how you do it, but this is beautiful. So if you're watching our video, thank you, thank you, thank you. It is beautiful. I can't wait to use it. I know.
Just, oh my goodness.
It looks like you're, like, I gotta show you.
It is the ocean.
It looks like you're in the ocean. Well, I'm sorry, I'm getting a glare. And if you can see down here at the bottom, see the turtle?
There's a turtle.
There's
in
a
the
turtle
sand.
in the sand, and it's like the ocean water coming up to it.
It's literally the Moana scene.
It is the Moana scene. It's beautiful. Look, and it's thick.
Good magnets.
Good magnets on it. I mean, it's just, it's beautiful.
It's eye candy for
itself.
It is.
I absolutely love it. I think it's my favorite needle minder to date. So thank you so much. And Samantha's really tickled to find out she got her tea.
I didn't know about that. That wasn't in the plan.
She took it. She took it. She keeps taking it. I'm going to have to get her some of that tea.
It was so good.
So, that's what I got from Barefoot Needle Art. So that was that order. Bear with me. I'm moving stuff around, and I'm hoping that the picture's still staying where it should be. I feel like I'm getting closer to you, and
because you're so excited.
I am. I get excited. Then I went to the other thing I'd ordered, and this came not this past week, but before, and it came from Lindy Stitches.
I didn't know you got
And
that.
the pattern is a change in latitude. What's it say?
It's a change
Would
in
change my attitude. And I just thought this was as cute as could be. And this is from Lindy Stitches. And we will put the link below. And I also ordered sticker plates, a set of 10 sticker plates. And on the back, you can see it's got the project title, stitched by, date, any special notes. And I really got this because of the gift for my niece's wedding. I wanted to be able to put something on the back of it once I get it back from the framers. And I thought that was perfect. A classy way to make sure she knows that this was handmade by me. And hopefully she appreciates the time it took and what we put into it. As crafters, we all know that we put our heart and soul into our craft, no matter what it is. And not everybody appreciates everything that we do. And so she's a crafty young lady, so I think she will appreciate the time it took and what was involved, and I think she'll like it when she gets it. So that's from Lindy Stitches. Again, I will link her in the description box below. She has an Etsy shop site, so, and I got to meet her at StitchCon. It was wonderful. So
she's a funny lady.
She is. I also, because I have a problem, and I listen to memory, and I ordered a cone of white DMC floss because I recently picked up some pirates that are skeletons that need a lot of white, and I thought from Roveris design, and I thought, well, if I'm gonna get the black, I might as well go ahead and get a skein of the white while I'm at it. So
you're always gonna use it at some point.
At some point, you need black and white, and that seems to be the one that I tend to run out of the most. So I just went ahead and bought a cone, and I got a black one that still hasn't arrived yet, but it is on its way. So, the other thing is I have a local shop. It's in Ohio. It is a small shop. It is called With Needle in Hand. It is near Boardman, Ohio. Don't know if you can see that. That's got all of her information on it. You can freeze it, look at it if you want to. She is a small shop. She is open. They do needlepoint. She has some cross stitch there, some samplers.
She has a cat.
They do. I asked about if they had like an open stitch-in day, and they typically do Wednesdays because a lot of their clientele have community projects that they seem to be involved in on the weekends. She is open on Saturdays from 12 to 6. She's closed Tuesdays and Sundays. But while I was there, I managed to get three things.
A couple of
things. I got the 2019 Prairie Schooler Santa. So if you haven't seen it yet, I got the pattern. This is the cardstock. It's good quality. I'm just starting to collect these. And then I have the 217 Prairie Santa as well. I picked up while I was there. I'm stitching on one now that has the Prairie Schooler with the treadle sewing machine as a gift for my sister, and I'm hoping to have that done pretty soon. I'm not there yet. The other thing that I got while I was there were thread drops, and I haven't seen these before, and I thought, well, let me try them. I've tried making my own. I bought some on Etsy. I think I'm hard on my floss, but they're really strong. They're nice, good. You've got lots of writing room on here, as you can see. Bless you.
Thanks. Oh my
As you can see here, I have this for one of my kits, and it has, my DMC 725. There's plenty of places to write it. You can pull your threads off of it easy. And we're going to show in another video how we do that.
But that's not today's video.
But not today. That'll be another tip. That might be on the next video. We're going to talk about our floss and how we store it. So if you're interested, there is 30. I thought they were there's 30 pieces and a ring. I thought they were very inexpensive. And for the quality that they are, actually, I'm planning on going back again this weekend and get a couple more packs because I have multiple projects. So I definitely prefer how this is than how I currently had them on my project. So I'm going to be switching out some of the ways I have some of my floss, especially on some of my bigger projects, to this system. So again, that's With Needle in Hand. Give them a shout out. Tell them Karla sent you. If you happen to be in the Boardman, Youngstown area in Ohio, that's where they're located. And for me, it's about an hour away.
I think it's worth the drive, though.
It's worth the drive. There's a lot of other shopping there. There's a Hobby Lobby there. There's a Michael's. There's a Joann's.
It's literally all on one long road.
It's one long road of shops. So if you haven't been to Poland, Ohio, that's what we call Boardman. It's just a whole row of just shopping. So
And we got our
shopping
couches.
galore. All right, more haul for me. Sorry, I hope you don't mind. But you know, these GaRons, Ronnie and Gary, and Ronnie primarily, because I know Ronnie makes these, and hugs to you, Ronnie, if you're watching this, you're the best. I wish you were in my backyard. So here, I would love to come hang out with you and just watch how you do this and sew all of these things, and I think we could sit by the pool and have a lot of fun. So this is, I'm sitting here playing with this. I saw this on his, and like I said before, his group is on Facebook. That's where they make their sales. Typically on Thursdays they post, and it's first come, first serve. You respond with a me please, and you have 12 hours. They send you an invoice. If you don't pay your invoice, it goes on to somebody else. This is an 11 by 17, and it's got some
Flower looking thing?
Quaker kind of looking. I just liked it. I don't even know if it has a name, but I really liked it. You can see. The nice thing about, and what I really like about their grime guards is, number one, I use Q-snaps and I use scroll rods. My sister has made me some covers for my scroll rods, which works wonderfully. I've tried to make my own of these. I am not a very good sewer. I'm a good stitcher, not a very good sewer. So, what I like about GaRon's product is it is so wide. Look at how wide it is. And when you put it on your project, I'm going to show you. When you put it on your Q-snap, you have lots of space. If you can see this, you have lots of space. You put your fabric in here. You have places to tuck fabric. It's out of your way. You can see it's not skimping on anything. It's perfect. It matches up perfectly. You know, it's beautiful. And by the way, this is for our SAL that we're going to be starting on August 15th, called Autumn Quaker by Rosewood Manor. Gary at Sunshine Stitchers is hosting the SAL. Crazy Annie's is offering kits. I have mine on order. I'm just waiting for it to arrive. And in the process, I got a new GaRon bag.
I like that.
This is the GaRon Autumn bag for that stitch along, and you could pre-order. I think, I'm not sure if you can still order this now, if he's making more, but we pre-ordered, and I got the smaller of the bags. Can't remember. I think it's a 12 by 13.
It's a nice bag, though.
Because he also has a 12 by 18. But you can see, and look at the inside of this bag. How pretty is that? I just love it. Isn't it pretty?
It works so well together.
It does. I don't know how Ronnie does it. But look, this is an 11 by 11 Q-snap. Fits in just fine. No problems. Have plenty of space that I can put my threads, my pattern, everything in here. Velcroed and gone. I can go travel about, and I know everything is here. I cannot say enough. If you're not looking at GaRon tote bags, you need to be looking at GaRon tote bags, because
it's worth it.
They are two wonderful young men, and they do a wonderful job, and I just can't sing their praises enough. You will not be disappointed. So that would be my haul. Do you have any haul this week?
Stitch of kindness.
I have Stitchy Kindness. Do you have any haul?
No, I don't have
Okay.
haul. I don't have
She's like
a credit card.
Like, no, I don't have haul. You hauling up for all of us, Mom. Okay. I did get some Stitchy Kindness. So we're doing Stitchy Kindness?
Yeah, we're doing
all right.
Stitch of kindness.
I gotta say, Natasha was our table mate at StitchCon, and one of my needle minders that she got, she wanted to have the male version. I told her, I said, I think I have one at home. I'll check. But when we were talking, I was saying about how I really wanted to get the We the People fabric. She's like, I have some, I'll send it to you. I'm like, seriously? I tried to pay her, she didn't want paid, she didn't respond, but I got this pretty pink cellophane.
Don't show your address.
And this beautiful letter inside, and it was so nice. It was such a nice surprise. So Natasha, if you are watching this video, thank you so much. It was very exciting. Sorry, I forgot to take this one out of the wrap. I had wrapped it back up so I didn't get it messed up. She sent me
The We the People fabric.
We the People fabric.
Is that upside down?
Yep.
Like,
So,
I saw dark writing on the top.
It's got some wrinkles, but we're going to get those ironed out. But can you see? I don't know if you can see. We the People.
There you go.
And it's got all the writing. Can you see it? Oh my goodness. Love it. Love it. Thank you so much. I already know what project I'm going to put on it. I'm just, whew, I got a lot of projects. So thank you, Natasha, very much. She also, as a surprise to me, put in this piece of hand dyed from, and I believe, let me just double check. Mystic Hand Dyed Cross Stitch Fabrics on Facebook, she said, is where this purple came from. So, it's beautiful. So, I know something's going to be on there. So, that's Stitchy Kindness. Thank you so much. I just, this community, I can't say enough. And I know I watch Flosstube videos and I watch people talk about, you know, how wonderful this community is. But I'm telling you, I'm kind of thinking, and I'd love to get some of your input, is I am not a professional by any means. I don't claim to be a professional by any means, but I sure would like some stitchy friends that would want to meet at Panera or go do something somewhere stitchy. And I've tried to get my coworkers to get interested, and they all look at me like I'm nuts when I even bring it up. So I kind of think that my coworkers are kind of out of the loop on this. But I was thinking, and I should get to the point of my thinking, because I've drawn this out long enough.
You're beating around the bush.
I'm beating around the bush. Has anybody ever provided a class? I do have a local Michael's. At one point, they were looking for people to do a class. I was really thinking about reaching out to them to see if it would be possible to gain any interest on anybody that would want to learn just basic cross stitch. You know, I don't know any of the fancy stitches. I know the basic cross stitch, half stitch, and a quarter stitch. That's about the extent of my knowledge base. But I think I would know enough to be able to teach, like between hoops and scroll rods and Q snaps, and enough to get somebody started on a basic project, and maybe in the process develop some new friendships in the area, or somebody that would want to come stitch with me. Don't I sound pathetic? I do, Johnny.
A little bit desperate, but it's okay.
A little bit. I mean, I do have my Samantha here, but sometimes she'd rather play video games or watch movies than stitch with me. So
that was the past week. I've been playing video games.
And I'm not so blind to know that, you know, she's 16. She's about to be a junior in high school. So she's not going to be living with me forever, so I'm trying to lay the groundwork of having female friends so I'm not trapped with my husband. So, I don't know. Give me your thoughts on that, if you could, in your comments as to if anybody's done that, or, you know, what your experience has been. I'd appreciate any kind of input. Oh, and I don't want to forget, Natasha's does have a Flosstube site, and it's called Gus
Mom 2000, I'm pretty sure. And if it's not, sorry, Natasha, we'll fix it.
We'll double check, but we'll put her link in the description box down below. She's got one video out I've seen so far, and this is our third. So if you're still watching us, you're in the ground level. We have no place else to go but up. And we have already come close. I don't think we're at 200 yet, but we're definitely over 150. I think we're at 190 subscribers.
At some point.
At some point.
You guys are climbing.
We're climbing. Thank you, Pam and Steph. I think they gave us a shout out because some people commented in the comments and said Pam and Steph sent me. So I want to say thank you to Pam and Steph for sending, giving us a shout out and let people know that we're out here. We initially were going to do videos every other week or once a month, and we have had so much fun with this. We're trying to make it a weekly event, as long as people are interested in what we have to share. Definitely like your comments. I respond to every comment that we see. Samantha and I read them at the end of the day. She really liked the comments about her frog. If you've watched the last videos and everybody was telling her how cute her frog was, she just smiles and laughs.
I like that frog. I love it. It's so cute.
It's so cute. So, we are a work in progress. We love the critiques. We love the time you spend with us. We had decided we were going to do we're going to talk about Orts today. And one of the things we wanted to talk about was different Ort jars. And do you collect your Orts or do you not collect your Orts? So I wanted to share a couple of what I use for my Orts.
First, what is an Ort?
What is an Ort?
It is the extra piece of thread that you cut off after you finish sewing that one color.
And
right?
after you're done playing thread chicken?
Oh yeah, after you're done playing. That's the chicken. that's the chicken.
That's the leftover chicken once it crosses under the road.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, so that's good.
Other words, this stuff that you can't sew with because it's too short, so you just toss it away.
So some people throw their Orts away. I've seen some people save them, and at the end of the year they put it in a clear Christmas bulb. I have a big old groundhog in my backyard. I just saw chase a bird. That's unusual.
Sorry. Okay.
So we hit 40 minutes on our last video, so we had to start another one and hopefully can splice things together because we want to do our giveaway. So
we didn't finish talking about Orts.
But we're talking about Orts. So I have this container. It's a wooden container. My sister brought this to me from her time on a missions trip. And it has a little lid. As an Ort container.
It looks like a honey jar.
It does, but I put Orts in here. I have a Ort container. This is a collapsible. It's soft, pliable. It's great for travel, and it pops out, and you can sit it, just like this. And you got a little space there. Put your Orts in, little hole, and then you can empty them out.
I got one that reminded me of the Red Hot Chili Peppers because there's peppers on them.
I have one that Samantha made me. It says Sam R3.
I think that was like a seat. I don't know.
But
it was like elementary school.
It was elementary school. Some of us have the grandkids or our children that have made us this wonderful art project.
Are you okay over there? Look like you're stuttering a little bit.
This beautiful art project. And this one actually sits in my stitchy spot. And I fill it with my Orts. You can see some of them are in there. And when that gets full, I have a vase that I have, and in the vase,
just for like measure, that's probably like 6 to 7 inches tall.
You can see, here I'll put this in front of it, you can see all of my Orts in the vase from this year since I started stitching that I've been keeping. And I don't know, some people put them in big jars, some people keep them. I basically... When mine gets full, I just take my little one and go boop and drop it in. So now, and that sits in my room and I look at it and it just, you look at that floss and some people would say, just throw it away and be done with it. I know it's not safe to do for a bird's nest, so don't give it to the birds. It does cause problems with birds, so you don't want to do that. But I just think, maybe I will put it into one of the glass ornaments and stuff it in there and put the year on it and have a little bit of a memorabilia of my projects that I worked on this year.
My Ort jar, this is I got little 310 from got me a little 310 Ort jar from StitchCon. I think it's the cutest little thing.
And that's 3D printed, they said.
Yeah, it's 3D printed because it's 3D printed.
It's so amazing what we can do nowadays.
And it fits in a little container. And then whenever my little 310 guy gets full, I put it in this little tin. I forget what was in here, but
I think it had nuts at Christmas time.
I don't know. There's all my Orts. It's slow but growing,
So, and 310 is the cat that's at Keepsakes in Cincinnati, Ohio, the shop that's there. So, if you have the pleasure of meeting 310. We didn't get to meet him when we were there, but he had his own little thing at StitchCon, his own little trunk show.
Table.
Yeah. So 310 was very popular. So let's talk about our giveaway.
Let's get real.
Yeah, let's get real about the giveaway. This is our first time of doing a giveaway.
Obviously.
So there's some rules. And, every giveaway has rules. First rule, do not say giveaway in your comments because apparently there's trolls that come out of the woodwork when you say giveaway in your comments is what I'm learning. So do not say giveaway. What we do want, you must be 18 years or older because I can't get your address if you're her age. You need to be older than 18 or older to qualify. So little one, have your mom. Not you, but your mom could try for the giveaway.
Yes.
we're going to do a giveaway for our first 100 subscribers. And I know we're close to 200 right now. So if we get to 250 subscribers by our next video, we're going to have 2 giveaways. And I'm going to show you both of them. And there's no rhyme or reason as to who it's going to, or which ones you're going to get. The first one we are going to give you is a collapsible Ort container.
There's no special treatment is what she was trying to say.
Exactly. And we're going to include with this the 2017 summer issue of Picture This Plus magazine. I just purchased this, and I actually, by mistake, didn't realize I already had it because I had purchased a bunch at one time. This is a punch needle and primitive stitcher magazine. This is from 2017 summer issue. As you can see, high quality magazine. If you're not subscribed to this, you really should be. It's got,
it gets you in trouble.
well, it's got a lot of different projects, and it actually has the attic in here. They usually do a shop. I don't know how to do this without showing patterns. It usually does a shop visit to a local shop, and this one has the attic with Jean Lee, who's the shop owner. And if you remember from my previous video, I talked about the attic. It's in Arizona, in Mesa, Arizona, and the dealings I had with the owner and how wonderful she was and what a caring, wonderful individual. And if you're in that area, I cannot stress enough to go say hello. Tell her Karla sent you, that you saw on Flosstube. And I don't know if she'll even remember me. I might just be a blip in her back door, but was wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I wished I lived closer. So if you want to, you can see all about the shopping here. Great quality. So this is our first giveaway. Okay, so you're going to get the magazine. You're going to get a collapsible Ort collector that you can travel with or put by your stitchy nest in your stitchy spot.
Notes on it.
It's music notes on the outside. It's blue pattern on the side. So that's one. If we reach 250 subscribers,
that's what we're doing now.
Well, you know, it's really exciting when we see the number climbing. Not only is it exciting to us to be like, wow, people are interested in what we're saying, but it's like a whole new resource of friends out there because there's comments and we talk, and I just, you know, I really like it. It helps us to have other people that have the same interest as us and want to share in what we share in. So, and
it helps me become a little less shy.
It helps you. So on the quest to help Samantha not be the shy girl in the corner, we have goals, and our goals are to do the Flosstube videos and talk about what we both love and put ourselves out there. So, second giveaway is going to be for a Doctor Who. I don't know if you can see Doctor Who pattern. Yeah, it's a Doctor Who pattern. I'm not very good at holding this stuff up.
Like telephones?
Collapsible. Yeah, like the telephone booths. I don't watch Doctor Who. I think I need to start because I didn't realize it was such a big rave. But it's Doctor Who, and the inside is like a nice little pattern.
Symbol. If you know what it means, let us know.
Anyways, it will be given away with a 2019 summer issue of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. And if you don't know, it's got a lot of patterns in here from Teresa Kogut. It has some finishing techniques from Vonna, and you guys all know Vonna. So, and the creative twist with Pauna Piper. A lot of great patterns in here, a lot of cross stitch and needlework, so that you can do cross stitch, you can do punch needle. Definitely a nice magazine. So if it's something that you're interested in, make sure this is what you have to do for either of these. And we're going to do our next video next week. You want to say,
what was our question?
What was our question? Do you save your Orts?
Yes, there it is.
And what do you do with them if you do? And if you don't save your Orts, just say, no, I don't save my Orts.
Keyword is Orts.
Your keyword is Orts. We will use the YouTube random comment generator picker.
Whatever it's called.
Before we run our next video to identify who is the winner. And we'll probably do it either that day or the day before we're scheduled to schedule our next video. So for the giveaway, you're going to say, yes, I collect my orts and this is what I do with them, or no, I don't collect my orts, I throw them away. Is that it?
I think that's it.
I think that's it. So again, I want to say thank you so much for joining us at craft_addict_K. Please be sure that you share us with your friends. And thank you again for stopping by. We're going to put as much as we can in the description box below.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. But we're going to put as much information as we can in the description box below. And if somebody sends you to our channel from somewhere else, please let us know in the comments who sent you. Because I want to make sure I repay them and give them a shout out as well. And let them know that I appreciate them giving us a shout out. So there's a lot of Flosstubers out there, and you know, we got to get it out there. All right. Well, everybody, have a great night, and hopefully we got some pictures up and running during the video. Again, if not, they'll be tacked on at the end. Have a good night.